we're just curious, did you guys get to choose the color of your lightsabers? Or if you could choose a color for your lightsaber, what would you choose?
I wasn't told. Were you told? I wasn't told what color it was. They were like, you'll see it when it turns on in the scene.
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh.
wow, awesome. But Leslie was like,
It's like brown.
No, it was,
Vernestra's was already purple, but if I, Rebecca, could choose, it would be red.
what? Thanks for that.
What do you mean? Wait, is that
I love Vernestra. I like the purple.
red. It's pretty.
Red's my favorite color. Why?
I adamantly,
I love red.
I campaigned to have the purple.
Right.
I
Is yellow.
mine is yellow, and I love it. It's beautiful.
Green. She loves it.
Yeah.
It was so funny because Leslie came up to me and she was like, so it's going to turn on, but I don't want you to look surprised when it turns on. Because you can't, she was like, it's really, you're going to see it for the first time, but also you can't, it can't look like it's the first time you're seeing it. So inside I was like, and on the outside I was like,
Ready.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah.
Doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Congratulations on this show, by the way. It is so fantastic to be back in the world of Star Wars and to also have all you lovely faces in it as well.
Thank you.
You're just charming.
Probably my favorite.
Right off the bat.
Right off
the
the bat.
Canadian Charlie.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. Because there's only hard-hitting questions after this. That's all we have.
great, bring it on.
Well, we got to start off by asking, there's so much Jedi training that's obviously shown off in the Star Wars world, but behind the scenes, preparing for roles like this, what does Jedi training look like? What does a final exam before you start shooting kind of look like?
Waking up in a cold sweat, being like, I have to go work. Oh my God, am I going to be that
Standing there with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A ton of Jedi training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A typical day during like rehearsal period looks like you wake up in the morning, you get driven. Thank God for drivers.
Thank God.
Shout out to our drivers, guys.
Yeah.
But you get driven and then you do about, I want to say like 4 hours of, you do a really long warm up, which sometimes actually consisted in Manny Jacinto, the wonderful, amazing, incredible, used to be a breakdancer and he would do sometimes like these dance warm ups for us.
A Manny warm-up day was like, I'm going to be tired by the end of
No, I loved Manny. Manny is a nut job. He'd be like, let's do 50 crunches. And you're like, okay.
20 squats while we walk around. I'm like,
He's like,
God.
we're crawling. Like, okay.
like, you have to work for 5 hours.
And then after this like insane warm up, you then do like, I had some body to body fights. So I would do some boxing for the more like kind of violent fights. And then you would do this kind of Tai Chi Kung Fu training to find the like serenity and the like beautiful like martial arts like moves.
Movement.
And then we did a bunch of saber training, which in my case consisted in learning the choreographies for the fights, but also my character Priyana in the show, you see her practicing a drill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's in the trailer.
Okay.
We're always like, no.
You're looking out. You're looking out for her. That's all.
It's in the trailer.
They're all back there.
But that specific drill was really intense because I got told the day they wrote it. It was a scene that I wasn't supposed to be in, and they wrote it in, and they were like, "Oh, can you learn this drill?"
No.
And it was like
Also, it's one of the most complicated drills watching.
difficult, and I had to learn it in like one day.
Yeah.
Which is really fun. But it was all thanks to the amazing stunt team we had. I had the amazing Darren Oppendier, Mickey Fagnano teaching me, and they were absolutely just patient and kind and wonderful and hard on me, which I asked them to
And
be.
just brilliant. I mean, they were being challenged too. They would be changing fights last minute because the set was different, and they'd something planned for a whole month, and then it had to all go away, and it needed to be as exciting. I know there were parts too that they would. Because, Disney would be asking for some really elevated, crazy kind of stuff to happen. They'd deliver them some really crazy stuff, and they'd be like, okay, well, this is Star Wars. We can't do that much. Why? They'd have to readjust off of those, which was really kind of fascinating to watch the evolution. But to add on, we also had a Force trainer, Alex. I'm blanking on her last name.
I was trying to think of it last night.
Yes.
Extraordinary.
I'm terrible for not remembering. This was years ago now that we've worked on this, but
It's developing how our characters move.
how we use the Force, how the Force sped through us, how even down to the like, what fingers are you holding when you're commanding the Force, and how have we seen this played in the past, the films?
Where are you drawing it from? Which is really interesting. Are you drawing it from the ground, from the air, or from above? And it
It opened up this whole layer too of like, the difference of Force users and how they use it, how Yoda would be using it opposed to how Obi would use it. And you could see those when you play it back just from the the performance, but also in thought. It was really fascinating.
That's so wonderful. And I think something we love so much about exploring this time period within the world of Star Wars is seeing all these Jedi, seeing you guys all in your robes and together. And we're just curious, did you guys get to choose the color of your lightsabers? Or if you could choose a color for your lightsaber, what would you choose?
Sadly not. We got presented with it.
Vernestra's was already purple, but if I, Rebecca, could choose, it would be red.
Oh.
What? What's my bad?
What do you mean? Wait, is that
I love Vernestra. I love the purple.
red. It's pretty.
Red's my favorite color. Why?
I adamantly,
I love red.
I campaigns to have the purple.
Right.
What's
Is yellow?
mine is yellow, and I love it. It's beautiful.
Green. She loves it.
Yeah.
Green.
It's my great saber. For me, I'd either be green or purple.
Yeah, purple's great.
I want purple. The Mace Windu is
I wanted Mace's
Like to be
great-great-grandfather.
related somehow.
Yeah.
I do feel very honored to have a green saber, though, guys. I wasn't told. Were you told? I wasn't told what color it was. They were like, "You'll see it when it turns on in the scene."
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh.
Like, wow, awesome.
Leslie was like,
It's like brown.
No, this shit doesn't work. It was so funny because Leslie came up to me and she was like, "So it's going to turn on, but I don't want you to look surprised when it turns on because you can't. She was like, "It's really you're going to see it for the first time, but also you can't. It can't look like it's the first time you're seeing it." So inside, I was like, and on the outside, I was like,
Ready.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That is so cool that they did that for you guys to have that experience too. We love that.
Yeah, love that surprise. Well, thank you all so much again for your time. We absolutely are loving the show, and we cannot wait for more people to see it and also get surprised by the colors of your lightsabers as well.
Thank you.
We hope to talk to you guys soon.
"Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much."